Welcome again to Bamhek TV. If you're here at part 3, it's because you made it through part 1 and part 2 of this tutorial series on how to attain the out-of-body state, the OBE experience. I am super excited to share this with you. On part 1, I'm going to go real quick and talk about what we spoke about on part 1. Part 1 was about the mindset. You want to have the right mind frame, that integrity in your life, that who you are, and the right mindset to me is that unconditional love, that courage, that relaxing into your life, that everything will be okay. Knowing that you will exit the body, having that certainty that you will, because you already do exit your body, but that you will be conscientious while you do it. Part 2, I talk about preparation. This is one of the most important things that you're going to do in this life, which is to look at and take a peek at your true self, home. You might want to do this. I don't know why you want to exit the body. Think about it. But it may be to access more information. It may be to meet a loved one that already left the earth and is on the other side. You might want to see the future. You want to know what's going to happen. That's going to be a potentiality. That's not going to be for certain, because the future is not certain. You made it what you want it to be. So it may change it. Or you might want to look at your past lives. If you believe in that, you might want to visit heaven or home or just one more than what you've learned so far on earth. Like me, I wanted more knowledge. I wanted to know what the next step is. How can I be more efficient in life? How can I get more fulfillment? And how do I follow my purpose? That's why I was looking. I wanted more knowledge. Religion wasn't enough. Everything that I seen here was good, and it brought me to where I found the outer body state. I found Darius J. Wright, and his teachings got me to exit the body. I'm excited about it, and I share it. Today we are on part 3. I'm going to tell you, subscribe. For me to put these videos together, it's a lot of effort, a lot of energy. I do it, and then they're free videos. I'm giving my little bit of knowledge away because I want you and everyone that you share this with to experience this. Please subscribe. I don't say that in none of my videos, but I started saying it on this series because my kid told me, tell people to do it, and they'll do it. If you like this content, subscribe, share, comment. I'll answer the comments. Like I said on video number 1, I am leaving for retreat all of March. I won't be able to answer the comments, but when I come back and we have 1 million views, I'm gonna spend days answering all your comments, questions. We'll be rolling out with a podcast as well, focused more than anything in the in-body experience, the outer body experience, and near-death experiences. Stay tuned for that, but let's jump right into it, right? You already have the mindset to exit the body. You're living in unconditional love. You don't have any fears, or you do have them, but you're ready to face them, which is what courage is. And then you prep your room. It's nice and dark. The temperature is perfect. You have your cozy blankets, or you have that recliner that is looking really good to exit the body. You ate light that day. You didn't want to be all heavy with a bunch of pizza and bread, things that is going to make your body work too hard, your energy producing machine, which is your stomach. You ate some good fruit. You had a great day of relaxation. You stretched a little bit. You had great conversations with people, and you made your affirmations that day. You visualized it. You had all this, and you set the intention that you are leaving the body tonight. Tonight I will be conscious of leaving the body. I will know where I go when I go to sleep. Right? So now it's time to close that door in your room and lay down. Man, so many memories flood my head when I get so excited when it's time to go. It's so bad that I just end up popping back into my body, because once I feel the different sensations, your feet disconnecting, or your soul rocking, or your soul just sinking on the bed, or that floating sensation, there's many ways that you might feel physical sensations. But anytime I feel any of those, I get so excited that I wake my body up. So not anytime, but it happens more often than not, because I'm just so excited to see where I'm going tonight. Now the next step is being conscientious of it. Be aware of it. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. The experience that I want to share with y'all has a lot of components as to why I wanted to leave the body. And that's when I met my Tío Paco. First of all, when I entered this space, it was a beautiful hall. And there's this guy sitting in a wooden throne. I don't want to say a wooden throne, but he was sitting above. And it was almost like all wood, but it was big ceilings. And I'm sitting with him, and I'm just there with my head bowed and listening to what he's telling me. He was giving me wisdom. I remember it was a very deep knowledge conversation that we were having, that he was giving me. And all of a sudden I feel two silhouettes on my peripheral, and I knew there was a window there, but it was these two people, I don't know, but they went really fast. Then I realized that they were running on a ledge, because I ignored what I was doing with this guy, and my attention went to that window. So I started moving towards the window. When I first look at the window, I see the ledge, and I look, and they're far that way. But the city that I seen, when I tell you, it was such a infinite. It looked like it didn't have no end, and I could see it all the way down there, and I see these tall buildings, and it's just a magnificent place. So I wanted to go and see the city and see these guys running on this thick ledge in the building. When I moved out of that room, there's a big door right there with a vaulted top. It was like a circular top, and it was white, and it had a knob on it. And I went to open it. It didn't open. All this is out of body. I exit my body, and I'm in another place, and that's what I experienced. So when I go to open the door, it won't open. Right here, there's two keys got in front of me in my sight. I don't remember if they were being held, but I heard a very sweet voice that told me, "Do you want the keys?" And I said yes. And when I say yes, that I look to my side, I see this man, and I know him. It's my uncle Tío Paco, but he wasn't old. I remember him. Obviously, I know him since he's in his probably 40s, but he was way younger than that. I don't remember him that young ever, but he was in his late 20s, 30s. I recognize him, but I was so confused by this experience, because I'm like, what are you doing here? That everything started to get dark. I was about to go back. I felt like I was going to end up back in my body. As everything is disappearing from around us, he grabbed me, and he gave me the biggest hug. I'll tell you this right now, and I feel this love in my heart, because he hit me with such a big strong of love in my heart that it brought me back into my body so hard. I fell on my body, because it was like I came lightning down to my body, and boom. Whenever I fell on my body, I was almost like drunk. I felt so out of it, and my body was water like this. I was just like when you throw a rock on a quiet lake or pond, and you just see all the ripples. That's how my whole entire being felt here on my living room. And that night I was on the couch. I had one leg up on the couch. I just threw myself there, and I was gonna exit that day. I was just very comfortable, very relaxed. But when I came back and I sat on that couch, and my whole body's moving like water, that lasted for a while, and I get up all kind of drunk, and I can't believe this experience. I don't know, I'm all messed up in my head. What the heck is happening in my life that I'm having this odd experiences? And that love that he gave me, they're not odd in a bad sense. It's just so magical and so real that you bring that here. I cried for an hour straight, just sobbing because of all the emotion that he had shared with me. And it's not only emotion, but it was unconditional love. He hugged me so tight, the same way that he hugged me when I was a kid. You may not experience something just like that, but if you leave this first round one, you will definitely understand what love is. You will understand that there is so much of this substance available for all of creation that you're not going to want to be nowhere else but at home. Life is it's awesome, but it's also a little bit hard to live after you have these experiences and live in such a tight place such as Earth. But I'm making it, and I'm doing the best that I can with my time, which is sharing with y'all all these techniques, doing this tutorial and sharing my experiences on YouTube. We're coming with a podcast that will be talking about the in-body experience, the IBE, about the OBE and how the OBE brings so much clarity to your IBE or your in-body experience. We're going to be interviewing NDE subjects, people that have died clinically and been to these different spaces. It's going to be an awesome podcast. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you like this content, if you get something out of this tutorial, if you exit your body, share with me. We will most likely have you in our podcast, because we don't want all this big. No, we want everyday people telling others, hey, I left and this is what happened, and we want to interview you and we want to have you on. Let's make this a community that shares love, kindness, unconditional love, courage to be different, to not conform to the old belief systems that were there for you to experience that which you are not. It's time on earth, and this time on earth is the time where we wake up and we live to the max. We express the max expression of our soul. That's why we're doing this. That's why I'm putting this workshop together. We're going to talk about different ways to exit. Some people exit through sleep paralysis, which is the most control that you can have when you exit. All right, let's dive right into it. So after you spend, your room is ready. Your body's ready. You have all this great light energy floating through you. You're not stressed out. You're not anxious about leaving. You just lay on your bed and you're breathing, right? So you're going to start breathing. There's different breathing techniques. I'll give you a couple. You can do the 4, 7, 8, which is breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, and then exhale for 8 seconds. Breathe for 4 seconds, hold it for 7, right? So you do that 4 to 12 times, and that's going to relax your body at a greater speed. That's the fastest way to put your body to sleep. The goal here is to put your body to sleep while your awareness or your consciousness still awake. The mind awake and the body asleep. And that's an intricate dance. I know I keep using this intricate dance expression because you can dance it. You do it every night. Every night you go to sleep. And every night you exit your body. The only difference is that you are not aware or conscientious of this process. The goal, what we're going to work on today, is to get you to be aware while you exit and experience whatever it is for you to experience. Meet your higher self, your spirit guide, your spirit animal, like I did at home. I have this beast that I met, and it's a beautiful beastie looking plush toy that is my companion on the other side. There's so much to see at home, and you can peek into it, but you make the in-body experience way more powerful, way more meaningful, and that you help us spread kindness and love in the world. You're in your room, you're laying down, you can lay down on a bed. I prop my legs up and I prop my head and my shoulders together. So I get a pillow that is big enough so that my shoulders and my head are both propped up and not just my neck. For me, the most comfortable is laying down, as comfortable as I can. Sometimes I leave a leg up and the other one stretched out. Both my legs are spread apart. Sometimes they're tight and my hands are tight to my sides. Like I said on that experience, when I left right here on my couch, one foot was on top of the couch, the other one was the other way. My arms were like this. I was just comfortable and I exit. So the body position, as long as you are comfortable, you're good. You need to be comfortable. Try not to have extremities cutting your. I go naked. I take all my clothes off and just cover with a blanket and turn the fan on. Whatever the temperature in the house is fine. I leave the fan on so that I don't get too hot with the blanket. I put my noise canceling headphones. They were somewhere around here, but I got my studio headphones on. Just do a little pop, put your headphones. And noise canceling, I don't turn the noise canceling on. I just leave them there to help me not hear any loud noises. I don't hear the fan. It's just sensorial deprivation. The room is super dark. I like it super dark. That's how I learned it from Darius. They got darkening tents if you want to do it outside and you want to be in nature. You're in a camping or you took a retreat and you want to do it outside, even better. You had a darkening tent and you can lay there comfortably. Once you lay down, you're going to breathe. You're going to take deep breaths to get the body to relax. You can do there's different relaxation techniques. You can start relaxing your feet. With every breath, you can loosen up the muscles on your toes, your heels, your ankles, up your calves and your knees and your quads and your hips. You continue to relax like that, just all the way up to the top of your head. That's one great relaxation technique that I do. You can do the 4-7-8 breathing. You can try transcendental meditation, which is bringing your mind to have a mantra that has no real meaning, but it's just to keep your mind going deep into the depth of you. The goal is to go deep within and allow the body to relax enough so that it goes to sleep. There's sleeping cycles and you're trying to get onto theta, and I could be wrong, but just know that your body goes into deep sleep through those cycles. You could study that on your own. This is just what I do, so it's not too complicated. I'm not aware that much of the sleep cycles because I just exit the body when I try. You could do it too. It's about knowing that you can do it, having the right mindset, having that set that intention. That day you wasn't heavy into the electronics. You don't want that blue light throughout the day. You just want to have a very peaceful day. So now you're laying down there, everything is dark, you're comfortable, you have your noise canceling, you can use eye mask, but you're just laying there. And it's okay to start thinking. Like, I'm not telling you to let your thoughts run amok or run crazy. No, I said on the preparation video, you already have faced your fears. You already thought about them and what they are and how not real they are, and you're more comfortable with laying there and letting the experience happen. I promise you, there is nothing to fear. So once you are laying there, one of the ways that people get out is through sleep. As you're falling asleep, the brain is going to send different signals to the body, such as an itch or pain. If you move when you're feeling bodily sensations, what you're doing is telling your brain, no, I'm not going to sleep yet. So try to avoid moving. Once you're comfortable, stay comfortable there. If you have to adjust to be more comfortable, please, by all means, adjust. But once you're relaxing, your mind is quieting and your body's relaxed, just stay still. And when you're in paralysis, you feel like you're not breathing the same way. It'll be okay. Don't be alarmed by that. Just, you're gonna breathe. It just feel like you're not, but it's gonna be more shallow. Once that happens, you will start to feel the separation. On my first time out, when my soul was being released, I heard a very strong, it was like a jet engine mixed with lightning and electric current. It was very loud. So at first, or you could hear a pop. The other night I was there on my bed, and when my soul was separating, I heard like a plastic pop, but loud, and it woke me up. I didn't exit that night. Well, I did later on, but I was back. What happened when you're starting to learn the sensation, the excitement's gonna kick in, the fear of the unknown may kick in. All these emotions takes practice to understand them and look forward to them. My friend Andre, he looks forward to feeling dying because sleep paralysis feel like you're dying. The way I do it is I try to sink onto the mattress. I try to envision myself, because the first time I exit consciously, it was through the back of my body. So that's a comfort zone for me, to leave through the back of my body. A lot of people, I feel a lot. One of the most common feelings for me is feeling the body rock. You really feel your body like rock a little bit like this. My legs usually leave first. One time that when I left through a portal, I felt like my body pulled out from my legs and I went through that portal. My soul lifted the legs and went through that portal. What you feel is different for everyone, but you're going to feel that separation. So you might feel a rocking, you might feel tingly. What you do is just hang tight. Don't move yet. Don't get too excited to try to just let the process happen. Relax. You can still relax. You can still breathe in. You can still, because you're conscious. So direct the experience. Relax. Take deep breaths. Don't let none of what's happening in your body to alarm you. This is it. I'm getting out. If you get excited, bring it back. And even if you feel like you're going back into heavy body consciousness, that's okay too. Don't give up. Just stay there and relax the body again. That's why you need to be comfortable. That's why the preparation is important, because this may take anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours to 4.5 hours. If you really want this, you really have to set the intention. Be aware that this is a process that may take some practice, and you can just exit within 10-15 minutes, like and other people that I know that are out right away. That's one way, through sleep paralysis. So when you feel that you can't move, you can't breathe, you can't move your physical body, relax. You're not gonna die. And if you die, then you exit your body. That's why you want it anyway. Be all right. But you're not dying, I promise you. I'm not no doctor, I'm no guru, I'm no expert. You're just taking my experience and applying it to you if you want to. Relax there. And I have never sat up, but I know of a bunch of people that just sit up. So when you feel that your soul is floating or moving, try lifting yourself up. And if you see that your body's not moving, do it. Just shake your body out of your body. You can roll off like I rolled off on my first experience. There could be a portal in your room, a big one, a small one. Go through it. A lot of what you do is in thought, but you can also, your soul speaks, so you can command to go through that portal. You can say, well, I'm going through that portal. I will go through that portal. It's not words, but when you are saying it, it's with your mind, and then you do it. That's so cool that when you think, things just happen. So that's amazing. That's one way that you can get out through sleep paralysis. Whenever you feel your body rocking, you can either roll over, you can float up and stand up. You can pull yourself out with your will, your soul, pull it out of your body with your will. My friend Andre, when he first started coming out, he would stay around the house, test the waters and stuff. He went through a mirror after that. So once you could get out through sleep paralysis, that's one. The other way that I get out is after I'm practicing and I feel that I'm about to get out, I just roll over to my side, and next thing I'm somewhere else. I don't remember my soul disconnecting, but my full awareness is in this new outer body experience. I gotten out through dreams. I gotten out through multiple dreams. So you are on the middle of a dream. If you realize that you're in a dream, look at your hands, and that's gonna bring your awareness to you, and start start taking control of the experience. The time that I went into this place where all the other beings that told me that they were there to get in our way and all that, I got in there through a dream. I was in a place where I didn't want to be, with people that with beings that I didn't want to be. I don't want to be here. This doesn't feel good. I don't like this. I looked to the side and I seen that wall. When I go like this to touch the wall, it was, I'm moving to that other space, and it was like almost going through a bubble. Weird, but you can. Once you take control, your awareness is halfway there, and you take control of it. You bring your full awareness, consciousness to that dream. You can fly out of it. As soon as you realize that it's your hands, say it. Oh, let me fly out of here. You fly, and you go up and you go to wherever you need to. You can command in a dream for your guides to come in and take you to where you need to go. Dreams are, to me, an easy way to exit. If you're in a lucid dream, this is happening, you are aware that you are in a dream, try and changing your awareness to you directing the dream, and you can exit through a dream. So believe it to be so. You can get out through a dream. That I've done it multiple times. Take control. Look at your hands, look at your feet, look at the area. Stop what's happening in the dream. That's your dimensional space. Stop what your brain is concocting. Take full control. You can stop it. Whenever you decide to wake up from a dream, we all experience that. You're in a nightmare and you decide to wake up in the dream, right? So instead of waking up, if you're on a nightmare, stop everything. Say, oh, hey, stop. Look at your hands and take control and say, I'm getting out of this dream and I'm going somewhere else. That's your dimensional space. I'm getting out of this dimensional space and I'm going to a higher realm. Say it and you'll see. So you can get out through a dream. I heard of people that do it with their eyes open right here, just exit because they want to. A friend of mine that we did a podcast for, we were guests in this podcast that should come out, probably already came out and you've seen it, but Caesar had that experience, my friend Caesar, that he was talking to somebody and the person told him, go there right now. And he went and he seen things right there. In his awareness, he moved his awareness to that place. That's out of body. Your consciousness is not in the body. Your consciousness just moved to another place in the universe, in this construct, or outside of this construct. It's very simple. I want to reiterate that this is not a difficult process because you do it every day. You just have to find a way to stay conscientious and conscious and aware, and your mind awake while your body is asleep. I start remembering all these times that I've come at, just how cool it is to walk or move within your house while your body's there, or coming out of the body and seeing your spouse laying next to you. How cool is that? There's no doubt that you're out. My friend was out with his kid. My friend, he said he thought it was a dream, but when he was telling me the experience, his 4-year-old is next to him. And we're talking, he's telling me, last night I had this dream. I was in a big hall with books. It was very heavily Egyptian themes. I seen this big beetle and I touched it and I felt it and it was kind of alive, but it was on the wall. And I'm like, bro, you went somewhere. As he's explaining to me or recounting his dream, I can hear his 4-year-old telling him, last night, Dad, we were there. And he was adding to the experience. He was literally telling me also about the dream. No, they were traveling together, because if it's a dream, then the other person can't. It's not his dream. It's not the 4-year-old's dream and the father dream separate. No, they together travel to these records. You do it every night and you remember through dreams, which is you stay around your dimensional spaces, but you also have dreams of the future and the past and deja vu. All those are experiences that tell you that there is more than being inside the brain. Your soul wanted it to be like that. It wanted to have rest from this place. This place is very thick and we're very forgetful here. You need to every day, every night, revisit home. And you're doing stuff, my friend. Exit the body and all of a sudden she's in her living room, and I keep talking about this because to me it's amazing how the things that happen out of the body. She took this stairs that are not stairs in her house. She don't have stairs to go to a second story, but she's seen the stairs in her living room, and she went up, and there's people sitting on a table. There are other souls sitting on a table in a board meeting, and she started asking them, who are you? I know you, but I don't know you. Blah. They're probably thinking, you were just with us right here, and now your little human mind got in the way and you don't recognize us. Every night we exit. I had experiences where I was creating stuff with my hands on the dirt, little tiny spheres of life. That would mean flying super fast in this beautiful places and visiting my children when I was in prison. All those happened before I started leaving consciously, a lot of those. But now that I know that we live in two different places at once, the earth, which is where we bring a little bit of our energy to experience what we need to experience here, we are always at home. Once you lay there, be comfortable. Make sure your body's comfortable, temperature is good. Make sure it's nice and dark so that the light spectrum here doesn't affect your experience. Have a nice light attitude about it. That's another thing. People lay there and they just can't relax because they're too anxious to leave and they're worried about what's going to happen. No, when you lay there to exit your body, enjoy every second of it. Enjoy feeling your body going to sleep. Enjoy the little ache and pain that you might feel and adjust a little. Don't stay there all stiff. No, adjust a little. If it's itchy, know that that's your body going to sleep. It's my body sending a signal to my mind. So just hang tight. Don't scratch. Just sit there. Enjoy all those feelings. If you're thinking, live those thoughts and let them go. Just don't make it so hard on yourself. When you're exiting, when you're every night you exit, so be aware of it. It's as simple as that. Be aware of the process. So if you're dreaming, again, I'm telling you all the ways. If you feel like your body is about to die and you want to exit the body, then mission accomplished. Don't be afraid of it. You will not die. You just releasing your soul. If you hear a loud noise, it's crazy. If you hear a vibration, you feel yourself rocking, all those things, and enjoy them. It's time to go, and remember, you will not regret exiting the body. You will not regret those beautiful experiences. Nothing can harm your soul. Nothing can dictate anything for you on the other side. You determine what your experience is like when you gain control of it. Even in nightmares, you can come out of a nightmare, stop a nightmare, and exit your body. You can. I've done it. I personally been in a horrible nightmare and I've been able to come out of it to another space. I wish you adventurous travels. You can, once you exit your body, that's what we're going to talk about next. Where do you go from there? You exited your body. How do I move to a different place? We're going to talk about that on the next video. But for the most part, you'll figure it out. You'll have somebody there that is going to guide you and take you somewhere. You might be a more advanced soul that don't need guidance on the outer body. You might need someone to take you to there's places where you need access and other beings have to take you. Like me, an angel came to get me and take me to somewhere. And because he was hooded, I seen him with a black hood, I got a little scared because who's the black hooded being that come and get you out of your sleep? The Grim Reaper. But it wasn't the Grim Reaper. It was an angel that told me why. I told him, but why you come so? And then his whole hood robe was black, but it was like this black that is not, it's got like a little shimmer, but it was shimmery light. It wasn't a black that I ever seen before. It was a black that was alive, but he was huge, and he really scared me because I'm in my yard and he's coming towards me, not too fast, but I see him coming to me and he scared me. So when I'm back in my body, I hear him telling me, I'm still here, I got to take you somewhere. You ask that you want to see something, and I'm taking you there. So exit again. He's communicating in my brain. I hear him telling me these things, and I tell him in my brain telepathically, so why you dressed like that? And he told me, If I take my robe off, all the earth is going to know I'm here. Because just how you lit up all of it when you come out and you're that bright, I'm brighter than that. He told me how the whole earth will be turned into day. That's why I don't take my hood. I'm like, oh, understood. I have to meet with this being again. I'm not rushing to anything because what I needed to know, I don't care about it anymore. I'm more focused on this in-body state. I want you to attain the outer body state so that you can peep and take a peek into your home, your true self, and bring that back and share it with the way you treat your family, with the way you treat your neighbor, with the way you treat your coworkers and your boss and the person that cut you off in traffic, so that you understand that the things that we get hung up on in this life mean absolutely nothing or very little. We are out here sacrificing our time with our family and our kids over money, living with values that really don't matter. That's just my experience, and I want to share that with you. Part 1 was about the mindset, which is what I'm talking about right now. And that mindset is going to, your confidence is going to grow so much, your confidence in yourself, because you're going to be like, wow, I'm afraid God. When you leave the body, you're in your full power in some places that you enter. And it's amazing to know that that is who you are. That mindset is going to be, that's part 1, is huge. Part 2, you prepare to exit that day. Part 3, you lay on that bed, you let all these sensations happen. You don't try to be where you're not. If you're not out of the body yet, just sit, just lay on your bed. Know that you're still on your bed, you're still conscious, which is why you feel the sensations, mean your body's falling asleep. Once your body start rocking, or you feel like you're floating, or you hear these different sounds that are usually pops and at first, because then once you are used to leaving the body, you don't even hear that. You're just somewhere else, and you don't have to necessarily pull yourself out, but you're out of the body. You're experiencing what you're experiencing. You're getting the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding that comes from home, and you bring it back to your life. So at first you experience all that, but then you're out. Boom, you're out. It doesn't take much, and you can exit it multiple times a night. We're going to talk about what to do when you come back from these experiences. The part 4 is going to be, now that you exit your body, how do you move to different places? What do you do while you're out? How do you take the information, and how do you communicate with the beings that you're going to find that are in their respective realms? Part 3 was awesome. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Relax yourself. Keep your mind aware that day. You don't need none of this to exit. You exit every night. All we're trying to do is to aid in the process of you being conscientious, aware, your mind awake while your body go to sleep. Listen to other people too. What I do may not work for you. I wasn't too heavy into the militant style, hands to the side, right there, laying very straight, not moving. That wasn't comfortable for me. I sometimes lay on my side and practice on my side. If you're gonna fall asleep like that, then find another position. Just make sure that even if you fall asleep and wake back up, that would be the right time to start practicing again. Also, the best times is in the middle of the night. When you wake up in the middle of the night, don't go back to sleep. Just go change position, change the place where you're at. And those are usually the best times to get out. I wake up at 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1 all the time. Or it don't matter. It doesn't have to, but I do wake up on numbers on the dot. But anytime you wake up in the middle of the night, just say, I'm leaving, I'm going to be aware when I exit the body again, and just sit there and practice. Makes progress. Every time that you try is going to be a progression, and you'll get closer to where you want to go, to your goals in exiting the body. Just keep on practicing. So the practice is very simple. Lay on your bed, ignore your physical needs to really wake the body up, let the body go to sleep, stay conscious the whole time. If you lose consciousness temporarily because you go to sleep, when you wake back up, go back to that place, or just because you already set the intention. When you go to sleep, you might find yourself exiting once you relax. So it's very important that you're not anxious about leaving. Just let it happen. You don't know what's going to happen, so just let it happen and enjoy whatever comes your way. There's nothing that can harm your soul. There is no darkness to fight out there. On round one, once you pass that little bit of, once you take control and you say, no, I'm more than this body, I'm a powerful soul, and you face your fears. Like, fear, it's there and it's meant to stop you. Courage is there and it's meant to make you overcome your fears. I'm very proud of you for the work that you're about to do in your own life, and how you're going to be conscientious when you leave. This is a little bit of a longer video, but we talk about the exit process. Leave through a dream, leave through a portal, wherever you see that you're getting out of your body. Like me, I felt like I knew I was out, and I looked to the side, there was a portal. I just went through it and I ended up at home, my place where I have beings that I care for. I was there in my home, my own world, with my beast, and other places. I've been to a bunch of places, and you can too. If nobody told you that they love you, I love you. It's just all about that unconditional love, about spreading light and kindness. Never forget that we were created to create. Though you are a God, creator, soul, there's also higher consciousness that decided for all this experiment to be, and it's always there for you. It's always holding you dear and near. Its heart, their heart, is always there ready to assist you in your everyday life. So don't ignore that. There's nobody greater than you in creation, because you are connected to the creator. All masters know that, and they try to help you understand that. You have everything that it takes to be aware of the outer body experience, the in-body experience. Go travel. We might meet out there. It's the time for humanity to awaken their dormant abilities, and you're doing it. I love you. Subscribe. Let's share these teachings and expand your knowledge. I'm just one piece of the puzzle. I don't have all the answers. That's why I'm making this light, and it's just me talking about my experience and what I learned so far, and hopefully you get something out of it. Video number 4, we're going to be talking about once you exit, what's out there. It's a lot. So I'm all over. In every video I give you a little bit more of everything. Part number 4 coming out next week. I'm going to do this weekly, and I'm sorry I'm not releasing them all at the same time, but weekly, it's what our schedule is going to be. Subscribe, hit the notify me bell so that when these videos are coming out, most likely they're going to come out every Friday afternoon, so be on the lookout. I'm out. Video number 3 is wrapped up.